Hello, I'm Adriana. I'm a Master SoulPath Teacher and Guide. Today, I thought we'd do an intuitive reading for someone who needs a little bit of help and clarity and guidance at this time. Okay, so while I am connecting to a specific energy, please keep in mind that this reading may not be for you, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, it wasn't for you this time, perhaps the next time will be. But also, please be self-reflective when you're listening to this reading. This reading is meant for someone who wants to grow and wants to improve. So it's not just about listening to what you want to hear. Take what you can and really use it to inspire you to get to your next level or get to a better place. Okay, so let's see. I think we will be turning these over one at a time, right? Getting that feeling. So it's interesting because when we do one at a time, we discover the connections kind of in real time, whereas if I turn them all at once, then I can kind of see the pattern right away. So there's something about the process here that's very important, that what we are going to uncover together is more important perhaps than the answer itself. Okay, so our situation actually is, the challenge is the death card. So this is about letting go of the old and being willing to move into the new. With this card being the challenge, I feel as though there is reluctance to let go of the new. There's reluctance to let go of the old so that you can step through to the threshold of the new. And let's see, why is that? Princess of Pentacles is the energy of the situation. So I believe there is a new opportunity presented in front of you. And it's a tangible opportunity, something that you can touch or something that is quantifiable, a job opportunity or a real life situation, again, something that you can touch and feel. And the Death card is asking you to step forward with a trusting heart into this new experience, into this new opportunity. The Princess of Pentacles is a blessing. She is good news. She is things that you want. But the Death card here, there's some trepidation on your behalf or on your part, where either you don't trust it or it's like it's too good to be true. And I really don't think it is too good to be true. I think it is. I think it is what it is. Princess of Pentacles is reminding you to be connected to your heart center and also connected to your intuition, connected to that gut feeling of just knowing whether something is good or not. And I'll be interested to see if we uncover some swords cards, because I feel like you're trying to talk yourself out of what this opportunity is. There's a part of your mind that remembers the past that is resisting this new opportunity. So really pay attention to how your body feels and how your body feels about this opportunity, not what your head tells your body to feel about it, but how you actually feel about it. So there may be some quieting of the mind that you need to do, meditation or just getting out of your head, and then saying, okay, well, how do I actually feel about this? I do think that there's a subtle feeling of comfort, that it feels good, but that the mind is getting in the way and saying, actually, no, it doesn't feel good. 6 of Wands in the past, 9 of Wands in the future. Okay, what's going on there? So 6 of Wands shows success in the past. Success on the way to this opportunity. The Princess of Pentacles that's in front of you, the 6 of Wands, was a breakthrough. And I think there was real growth in the event that happened that you were successful at. I think you did grow a lot. And underneath, see, there's this green cloak underneath. It seems like underneath there was more growth than perhaps what you realized. Six of Wands is also saying there's been an increase in your energy, in your vitality. And so it's like you've been really buoyed up by the past, or really encouraged, and everything has kind of gone up a level. And you're reaching for that star in the future. You've gotten it. But in the future, we've got the Nine of Swords. And I want to clarify, because Nine of Swords is anxiety, it's apprehension, and it can actually self-create. It can be a self-fulfilling prophecy that when you're really anxious and worried about something, that you actually generate an experience, or you attract an experience for yourself where that is the case. So what is the Nine of Swords here? Is it something to be worried about, or is it mental? Oh, we just got some lightning. Hierophant. Okay. So there's a deep teaching here. And, I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but we just had some healthy thunder. Hierophant is pointing with his finger to a heart. And it's a heart of stone. So I feel like this is about getting to the heart of the matter. And, okay. So what the Hierophant is saying is that this wasn't just a flash in the pan, the Six of Wands. This wasn't just a little flash of success and we're done. It actually started to lay the foundation for a completely different future, a completely grounded, stable future that you can truly build on, and that you can build beliefs, that you can build kind of like a system. That sounds clinical, but what I'm trying to say is you're building a way of life. It's not reacting to one thing and moving. You're actually putting something together. So like you're building a house with someone, or you're building a lifestyle together, or you're raising children in a certain way, in a certain belief system, or perhaps you're creating a business that's built on certain ideals with a very specific mission. And there is, because of the Death card here and the Nine of Swords, I feel like there really is a resistance to this, that you're actively feeding. Because I think I said with the Death card, I'm wondering if we're going to get some swords. We got kind of the mother of all swords, Nine of Swords here. So, Hierophant is about building one step at a time, and the Nine of Swords might be getting too much into the future. So I think you're worrying too much about what's down the line and what it's all going to mean. Focus on the here and now and just do one step at a time, okay? Consciously, the Moon, yeah, you're confused about it, but underneath is King. Oh, wow, I love this card. King of Pentacles is in your subconscious. That's really nice. Okay, so in the Moon, you're not sure. Is this an initiation? Is this confusion? Is this another test? What is actually going on here? And because you're not clear about what this really means, you are indeed self-creating this Nine of Swords, this world of anxiety and nightmare and belief that only the worst will happen, or worry that the worst is going to come true. It's funny, I had a dream last night, and I can't remember what was going on or what happened, but I remember kind of the feeling and the color, and it felt exactly like this Nine of Swords. It was like this just gray, industrial, cold, wet kind of feeling that I wanted to get out of. And the Nine of Swords is a self-created dungeon. Okay, I think there's also an over captivation with the details of wanting to know how every tiny little thing is going to go, instead of trusting the broad stroke of the future. But in the subconscious, we have the King of Pentacles, which is such a healing and such a wonderful combination with the Hierophant, because both of these are emphasis on groundedness, on realism, on being in the earth, being on the earth. And the King of Pentacles is saying, not only is this going to be good for me, but this is going to be good for other people as well. It's about laying a legacy and laying a foundation. So I think that's what the Hierophant is saying. You're on the way to really paving this legacy and this path for yourself where others are truly going to benefit from this. It's much more expansive than just your path, but perhaps because it's expanding beyond the individual, beyond you as a self, you're kind of not sure what to do with it. All right, it's planting seeds for the future, but you don't know what seeds are going to grow. And the message I'm getting from higher guidance right now is just telling you to relax. Seriously, just relax, okay? With the King of Pentacles in the subconscious, it's like this supportive, it's like a supportive, masculine, protective energy that just says, calm down, you know, I've got this taken care of, it's okay. And it may be part of your own subconscious, it may be a guide working through your subconscious, but it's there. And if you would just let it relax, then this magic would unfold. Okay, you don't have to try to control every little step of the way. It's just focus on one step at a time. All right, there's a distinction there between over focus and worry on the details and then actually implementing one step at a time. I feel like there's something else that the King of Pentacles is, there's something else coming through. Just give me a second. Yeah, he's got his hands on the world tree. Okay, there's an active solar creative energy happening in your psyche right now that knows exactly what it wants to build next, knows exactly what it wants to create next. But I'm afraid that with all the other junk in the way, you're not hearing that voice. You're not hearing those nudges, or you're not kind of connected to those nudges. So how do you connect? King of Swords is the advice from the higher self. So we're needing to connect the King of Swords with this subconscious King of Pentacles energy. So how is that supposed to happen? Because in the broad strokes, King of Swords is head and the heart blended together. But I feel like the King of Swords is saying, allow your mind to be a vessel. Allow your mind to be a conduit for inspiration, for genius, for these novel and interesting ideas that you then feel inspired to implement. Right now, the swords are fighting you. You're using your mind to fight you rather than to receive that energy from the collective unconscious or from spirit, whatever you want to say. You need to tap into the higher octave of the mind, and the mind can only work when it's fully connected to the heart and when it's fully quiet. All right, and there's so much like otherworldly, beneficial, subconscious energy here that's trying to talk to you, trying to get through to you. But it's funny, you feel like you're looking into a void. You feel like, you know, if you shout into there, you're not going to hear anything back. And there's a lot more practical energy going to come through to help you. There's going to be practical steps. There's going to be practical information. But you have to change your mind about how you think about your mind. Okay? The mind may be trying to protect you, but in the end, it's hurting you because it's trying to protect you from fear. All right, so if you can do what you can to release that, the moon is also our fears coming up, okay? So whatever you can do to understand when you're in fear, to be aware of when you're in fear, and then to let that fear go so that you can let this other stuff talk to you. All right, we got a little bit of chaos or restructuring in your kind of what's outside you. In the world outside you, we've got the Five of Wands. So things aren't settled yet. And there's still maybe some conflict going on. What's really going on here? Okay, you still feel like you're on shaky ground with the Five of Wands. So you still feel a little bit shaken and you're not sure if it's safe to kind of move to the next step or to move out of where you are. Okay, hope and fear, the Emperor. Huh. Now that's interesting. So although in your subconscious and although in your future you're going to be building a more stable future for yourself, you're actually terrified about that. So this is the classic, you're scared of what you actually want. A lot of times it's not fear of failure that people have, it's fear of success. Because for whatever reason, it can be a lot of different reasons actually, why we might fear success, why you might fear success. Either success means now there's going to be new expectations that you have to live up to, or you're afraid you're not deserving of something good like success. But what I feel with this Emperor card is that you're not really sure the limits or the extent of the stability that's possible. I feel like you're used to moments or fleeting glances at stability, but you don't know what a stable future looks like. It's like at the end of the fairy tale where we get through everything and the king goes through this battle and he wins and then the kingdom has peace for 50 years. And then at the end of those 50 years, something else happens because we need to move and we need to keep evolving. But what do those 50 years of peace actually feel like? What do those 50 years of peace feel like? And because we've never experienced that, you've never experienced that, you don't know what it's like. And that's truly the fear here, is you don't know what the 50 years of peace feels like. What's going to happen in there? And where's our highest potential? Four of Cups. You really take this inward. And a double four. I had another reading where it was a triple four. And we've got some of those same cards here, Four of Cups and Emperor. I think those were there. But I feel like this is where you really need to take yourself to task and really go inward and ask yourself, do I really deserve this? Do I deserve 50 years of peace? Do I deserve 50 years of stability? Really getting to terms with what you feel you deserve. Because when we do inner work, when we do shadow work, and we undo a lot of the conditionings from our childhood, what we're really actually doing is remembering that we deserve everything. We deserve everything good. We deserve everything that comes from source and everything that's positive and loving and expansive. When we're born as babies, we remember this. We remember that we deserve love. We deserve all of this expansive, creative love. Because that's what it is, really. Anything that is good, that happens, that is beneficial for you is love. And we need to remember that we deserve that, but we forget because of the trauma of our childhood telling us we're not good enough, or we don't measure up, or we can only have it if we give this, or we can only have it if we become this. It'll be all these conditions and all of this programming that's not true comes in. And it comes to a point where maybe you have undone a lot of that programming, but at the core, do you truly believe you deserve exactly what you're going to get? Do you believe that you deserve more than even what you've asked for? That's an interesting one. Do you believe you deserve more than what you've asked for? And that's what the Four of Cups is taking us to. We've got, again, a lot of positive sun energy. I'm seeing a lot of suns here. And we've been talking a lot about creativity, and we've talked about the sun shining. And funny, it's such a rainy day outside, but you know, sun is also awakening, illumination, enlightenment. How much enlightenment can we hold? How much light can we truly hold in our bodies? If we don't if we believe we don't deserve all that we're asking for, we're limiting the amount of light we can hold. So that's really the question at the end of the day. How much light can you hold? Okay, I believe that is going to conclude our reading for today. I love doing these YouTube readings. I really love that you've joined me today to watch it. I also really love helping you with your spiritual path in a more specific way. What I mean is I love to do one-on-one sessions, and I also love to do readings as well as mentoring. So if you are like, well, I'm not quite ready for mentoring yet, but I would like to see where my next direction is for the next 2 months, 3 months, please get in touch. Those are the types of readings I really love to do. And I will look forward to seeing you soon in one way or another. Take care.